Hello everybody. ¿Cómo están? Hello. Signing on from well within. How is everybody doing? Hello. Okay, it looks like we're going on live. Excellent. Hang on, it says excellent. Hello everybody. Hello, Caitlin. How are you? So happy to be here this Saturday afternoon in conversations with the community. Today we have a really neat live that we're going to do. We're going to be talking about yoga, a little bit about chakra. We'd like to introduce to you Yoga with Kate. So it's going to be really interesting. It's really going to be really fun. Some good tips and some interesting information about a workshop that we're going to be doing soon. So stay tuned for that. Kate's on there. And it's such a lovely, right? It's such a beautiful day today. I mean, this past couple of days, it's just re-energizing, getting back into that sunshine, just laying around in the patio has been wonderful. So I'm so happy. And we've got a request in. Yes. Let me see there. Go live. We're waiting for Kate to join in. And we're going to get into a really good conversation.
Hello.
And Kate, how are you?
I'm good. I hope I don't need to flip my phone. Is it looking okay? It looks like we're in different
You're
directions.
sideways. Yeah, you are sideways right now.
Let me see.
Let me
It's
see
on the
here.
charger so it
Okay,
doesn't die during the conversation. So I have to figure out a way to
perfect.
charge it.
Excellent. I know. I've had to use tape, elastics.
Right?
You get creative with these things. Yeah, no doubt.
All right. Give me 1 second. Sorry.
Yeah, sure, no problem. We're just talking about how beautiful the weather is over here in Santiago.
Oh, how is it
It's
there?
it's been beautiful. It's been very spring-like, very summery. So it's been wonderful. How
It
about
is.
over there? What's the weather like? Because you're in Viña, right?
I'm in Viña, yes, and it is very cold today, actually.
Oh,
It's
you're
been.
upside down now.
Oh no. So my charger
We'll
and I
get you
can't
there.
charge it there. Okay.
There we go. Now you're right side up.
Yay.
Excellent.
We can just cut this on.
How
I
have
know
you
it's
been?
just us three.
How have you been?
I've been good. I've been good.
Yeah.
Yes, I just got in a meditation before this, so feeling really focused. I'm so sorry. I'm still
Oh,
messing with
nice.
this. Want to get it right.
Not to worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you just get it
Okay.
set the way.
There.
There
Awesome.
we are.
Yes. But yeah,
Excellent.
very excited for
This
this.
is your meditation today.
Yes, I just got finished the
Awesome.
meditation, got a little workout in today, which I have been very bad about doing. So I actually need to take my own tips that I'm going to give in
Excellent. I
my
need
own
those
advice.
tips. Yes, sounds good to me. And the weather over there in Viña, how's it been today?
Super cold, super cold. It is normally really sunny and
Really? Yeah.
warm and
Okay.
beautiful, and today is.
Santiago took away, yeah, no, Santiago took away that sunshine and placed it over here because it's been amazing today. It's so beautiful and hot and warm and just nice, super nice.
You guys
Yep,
deserve it
yep,
though.
yep.
You can take it for one day as long as I get it back tomorrow.
How long have you been in Viña?
We moved here at the beginning of March, so I want to say first week of
Oh,
March,
right
and then like
before.
the right before the
Um,
quarantine. I think we actually moved that weekend, and then that week they
okay.
instituted the first quarantine in Santiago.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So you just got in there just in time.
Yes, just in time, thankfully.
Oh, good, good. So this is Yoga with Kate. That's what your Instagram's
Yes.
under. Kate, you're from the US?
I am. I'm from the US. I lived in New York City before moving here, but my family lived in
Mm-hmm.
New Hampshire, although they recently moved as well. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. No worries. I got one of my own, so mine will start barking pretty soon. And how do you find Chile so far? Like, regardless, I know with everything that's been going on, but
Yes. Well, I've been here a couple of years, so I had some good years before everything began. And even that's been
yeah,
exciting and, a
yeah.
good fight. But I really love it. I love it here. Yeah, I found it to be definitely a different vibe than the United States, although I still, like when I was living in Santiago for 3 years, I still had that
Mhm.
city feeling like I did in New York. So it was perfect. And I love the culture here. I love the people. So I married a Chilean, so
You gotta love them.
exactly.
And I wanted to ask you about yoga. How you got into yoga? How long ago you've been doing yoga?
Yes.
Let's, yeah.
I have been doing yoga for a couple years on and off. Honestly, I
Mhm.
never had a super consistent practice. I was never like every week I'm going to this. But I had for the last year or two been considering maybe do I want to do a teacher training? I know that I'm actually
Mhm.
studying to be a mental health counselor, so a therapist. And it was something I
Yeah.
kind of wanted to bring along in my healing
Mhm.
journey for other people as well. So I've been thinking
Mhm.
about it, but honestly, it was so cost prohibitive and time prohibitive to like go to a 2 or 3 week retreat in Bali to become a teacher. It was really the only way it was available before. So uh,
Uh-huh.
yeah, with COVID,
Right.
yeah, it was just it's difficult to
Mm.
become a teacher really, but I did find a good program right at the beginning of the quarantine. So I think in April or May, I found a program that, was financially available to me and
Mhm.
looked great. And I really loved it actually doing it. So got my practice on track and became a
Mhm.
teacher.
Awesome. Awesome. And you've been enjoying in that, then lately you've been having classes online and stuff like that?
I have not had classes online yet
Okay.
I've been practicing with my family. I really want to get some training and some teaching itself
Mhm.
under my belt
Mhm.
first. But in September, I will be offering classes. So I will be offering a relaxing yin class on Sundays to kind of
Yeah.
unwind and just relax after a long week. And then on Wednesdays, I will be offering a 7 week series on the chakras. So it'll be a little more active depending on which chakra we're working on, but definitely some good relaxation in there as well.
Why yoga? Why do you think yoga, what yoga benefits does yoga do for the body, in
Yoga
your
can be
opinion?
Yeah, yoga can be really beneficial for many things. It can
Mhm.
obviously help you build strength and flexibility. It can be a great workout if you do a power yoga or a Ashtanga yoga. But I think what I really get out of it and what I want to bring to kind of yoga with Kate as a business is this healing, kind of meditative quality that yoga has. So when you're
Mhm.
syncing your breath with your movement, when you're fully at ease within your body, within these kind of poses, whether you're holding them for 2 minutes or 5 minutes, just really feel like you're almost in meditation. You feel, I mean, I've gained such a sense of peace that I can bring to my everyday life. And that's really
Mhm.
honestly, I think it's kept me sane during this quarantine of months and months of being locked
No
inside.
doubt.
Totally credit
Completely.
it.
Well, I haven't tried yoga yet. I mean, I have tried it, but not consistently.
Hmm.
And it'd be interesting to know somebody that's like total beginner for myself.
Hmm.
Are you going to be doing that type of class as well,
Yes.
or do you have to be advanced level to take your classes?
No, I definitely I want to bring all levels in and like I can offer accommodations for advanced and for beginner, but I really want to primarily aim at yoga that's accessible for everybody because there's so many ways I
Uh-huh.
think yoga can be inaccessible, whether it's cost or time or difficulty level. And I really just want to
Mhm.
offer something that everybody can do right at home and that can bring them peace because
Amazing.
that's my goal.
Amazing. And you're using Zoom to, would you be using that type
Yes.
of, okay,
Yep.
perfect. Amazing. I'm really looking forward to that.
Can't wait to see
I
you
think you
there.
got a student. Yes, I would really like to try. Especially my flexibility, it's just gone. I went out for a little bit today and I was just like, no, I need I need something um not too hardcore, but just
Hmm.
something that to ease into maybe a new routine. So I thinking yoga might just be the perfect fit for me for this
Absolutely.
time of season in my life.
No,
So I
absolutely. And
can't wait
this
to hear about that.
It's funny you mentioned the flexibility. I was actually thinking today
Mhm.
that maybe after the chakra series, the class I want to offer is like
Yeah.
a maybe two-part focused on flexibility, if I could speak.
Uh-huh.
But I'm building that kind of flexibility and maybe some strength there. So maybe it would be perfect for you right after the chakra series.
Interesting. How about weight loss in yoga? Is that a thing, or is it mostly to build? Mm-hmm.
It is a thing, yeah. So there
Really? Okay.
there are many different types of yoga. I mean, I think
Mm-hmm.
we had to learn 16 to 20 in my course, but I think there's even more than
Wow.
that, honestly. There's many. But
Um,
there are some like power yoga, hot yoga, Bikram, and various types that are really more high energy. They get your heart rate up, they make you sweat. So definitely, you can definitely use yoga for weight loss.
interesting. Okay, interesting.
Yes.
And your type of yoga that you'll be offering though is where you're going to start with a yin program, like more
Yes.
of a relaxing on the weekends, like to start the week off better, I guess, more relaxed. That's
Absolutely,
what.
yeah. I tend to lean
And
towards these more relaxing ones just because I really
uh
feel that, especially with the counseling and the therapy that I want to do, it's really where you kind of release the emotions and get comfortable and kind of heal
especially
literally.
nowadays with everything that's been going on, a sense of serenity, I think,
Hmm.
is key right now. Just like because people,
Exactly.
okay, we're starting to get into phase one. I'm still in phase one.
Same.
Other persons are going to go phase two, phase three, but still that sense of like, oh my God, that anxiety of going out in there in the real world is just going to be like,
Right.
just
I have no idea how
like,
I'm going back. Like this is life
right?
now. So yeah, very anxiety
Right.
invoking.
Yeah. So I think yoga is going to be an excellent sense of just like, you know, coming back into yourself
Hmm.
and be present. Yeah. I'm looking forward to those classes, Kate.
Awesome.
So you have some 5 tips
I
for
do.
us, and I would love to hear them. Yes.
Yes, I have 5 tips. And as I was saying at the beginning of this, these are tips for maybe any habit you want to build, but some of them are specific to yoga. The first
Okay.
one is creating a space for yourself. So this is probably my number one tip when you have an at-home yoga class, because if you're going to a studio, the studio set up, the teachers made this beautiful
Mm,
space for you, probably with candles or maybe like an essential oil towel. So it's very easy to just go there and get in the zone. The more difficult
right.
thing is when you're at home, you're you look at like the space next to your bed and like that's not inviting, that's not fun, and I don't want to get on
Um,
my yoga mat right there. So definitely, even if it is the space next to your bed, which I definitely have practice in a space that's just as large as my mat before, just trying to make
right.
it special for yourself. So I like doing fresh flowers if I can find them at the store, or a candle. A candle's a big one. Actually, I have one lit right now.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then anything that you can bring in that's important to you. Maybe you have pillows, you have blankets, you have anything that brings like comfort and peace to you. And
Okay.
I definitely huge helper in actually wanting to get on your mat.
Oh, I like that. I like to so have like an area set up that okay, this is going to be my sacred spot where I do yoga and connect with myself. Nice.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, and even if there's not a lot
Okay.
of space, you can put all your stuff in like a little bucket and you just
Yeah.
dismantle the bucket every time you're ready and then put it back in when you're done. It's like this form of self-care, is setting up your sacred space.
Perfect. I love it. Yes, definitely. Okay, that's a good one.
Yes. So my second tip is trying to set a schedule. So this one can be a little difficult if, we're
Mm,
working, our days are different every time, but just trying to set aside a time to practice where you're like, okay, whether you're an evening or AM person who practices, I actually have been practicing in the evenings lately, but you say like, okay, it's 9 p.m., I'm going to practice yoga. And after a certain amount of times doing that, your brain can actually neurologically rewire itself very easily as
right.
compared to when it's at a different time every day. And you're like, oh, my biological clock says it's yoga time. So definitely a
Right. So
helpful
then you
one.
look forward to it. Right.
Mhm.
What do you find you like more in the mornings or in the evenings for yoga?
Right now in the evenings, I have been trying to transition myself into being more of a morning person, but during this quarantine, it's
Mhm.
been really difficult for me to wake up at 8 or 7 a.m. like I want to.
Hear you.
So I
Yes.
just practice in the evening, but definitely like 8 or 9, I do kind of a relaxing practice. If I haven't done it earlier in the day, like taking a live class, and just make sure I get on the mat once a day around
I
that
would
time.
imagine it helps you sleep better as well, wouldn't it? In the evenings, like
Exactly.
especially
Yeah,
like at 1. Oh,
exactly.
that's someplace. Okay, okay. These are good tips. Yes, definitely.
Yes, I'm glad they're helpful. So then the next one is kind of related, and that's just setting
Mm-hmm.
realistic goals for yourself. And this works with any habit you're trying to set. As I was saying earlier, I'm trying to set realistic exercise goals, like cardio goals for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
just saying, okay, I'm going to do 15 minutes of yoga doesn't sound like a lot, but if that's where you're coming from, if you're coming from very little practice and you want to
Yeah.
start, just start where you
Uh-huh.
can start. Don't try to say, okay,
Okay.
I'm getting on my mat 7 days a week for 1 hour. If you're going from nothing, it's just not realistic and you're not going to stick to it. It's just how our minds and
Okay.
bodies work. And it's actually going to be very
Yeah.
physically difficult too. So you'll probably want to give up. But yes, definitely setting
Yeah,
realistic
you get
goals.
frustrated, I guess, and not want to continue. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So
Yes.
realistic goals. And
Yes.
ideally then to start with like 15 minutes,
Yeah.
10 minutes, 15.
I
Okay.
think even 10 to 15 minutes is super helpful if you're just starting out, if you're going from maybe practicing once a month, twice a month, and just starting there. Start wherever you can start, wherever you are, and accept it. And that's going to make your journey so much easier.
Yeah, because to put in a new routine in place, it takes time. It's true. It takes time.
Exactly.
Hmm. Okay. That's a
Yes.
good one too.
Yes.
Do you
And
do you
yep,
do yoga every day?
I do yoga every day. I take 1 day off every so often, just whenever my body is like, no,
Mhm.
you feel like you got hit by a truck because you did it for way too long yesterday. But I do try to get either a meditation or yoga in every day. It's just part of my own personal practice as a
For a
teacher.
beginner, what would you suggest or recommend? Like
I would
to
say
start.
either doing it once a week to kind of set that schedule for yourself, or breaking it
Okay.
down, maybe doing like an hour once a week, or breaking it down into like maybe 2 30-minute segments twice a week,
Okay.
or even
Yeah.
10
Yeah.
minutes or 10 minutes 5 times a week, somehow getting kind of about 50 minutes to an hour in a week, but breaking it down into manageable segments for yourself and your style.
And then I guess slowly building it up.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Very slowly building up
Right.
whatever your body is telling you. Because there's definitely, when I
Right.
jumped into my training and I had to do 50
Uh-huh.
hours of yoga, it was
3 hours.
insane in a month. And I was going from practicing 3 or 4
No,
times a
no.
week. It
Right.
definitely punished
Oh
myself. I don't
wow.
recommend it.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Are there many injuries in yoga? Can you get an injury during yoga? That's
You can.
curious.
You can.
Yeah,
You
you can. I
can.
guess you gotta be.
I like the phrase where they say you're leading with your ego, and that's when you're just trying to do the pose that is
Mm,
like looks Instagram worthy, or you're just trying to get further than your body actually is, and that is where the injuries tend to occur. It doesn't tend to be outside of that. If you're doing the pose where your body is, you won't generally get injured. But like if I want to be all the way touching the ground and my body's not there yet, of course I might like pull a
mhm.
muscle somewhere, or I might just be really, really sore the
Yeah,
next day. But it's actually not
yeah,
very, very common. It's just most teachers
yeah,
will kind of catch somebody doing it and say like, hey, maybe take it back a little.
yeah. Interesting, because now that this whole online phenomenon thing is happening, trying
Mm-hmm.
to correct somebody with
Really
the
difficult.
camera and trying to like it's difficult, but you gotta your eye is on the person and just saying, oh wait, hold on, do it a
Mm-hmm.
little bit like this, like that. Yeah, that's interesting. Well, everything online now is like that,
It's a
where
whole new
you're
like
adapting, right?
whole new
You're
world.
adapting to, it's a whole new world, exactly. Oh, Julia says she loves 10 minutes yoga to start her day. That's
Yes,
amazing.
we were
I
just
love
talking
it.
about yoga with Adrian, or we're going to be talking about. I think my next tip is
Uh,
involving it. So I was just thinking of you, Julia,
okay,
with yoga
cool.
with Adrian.
Awesome. And yes, what's the next tip?
Yes. So the next tip is finding a yogi that you like, whether it's on YouTube, it can be on an app. Maybe you don't find a particular person, but you find an app you
Hmm.
like, or a live class. And the live class is my biggest suggestion because there is this accountability factor. So if you sign up for a class, if you pay, I mean, even $5 for a class, you have this commitment to go and to kind of show up and be
Right.
there on time. So I definitely recommend at any way having somebody guide you, but if you
Mhm.
can attend some live classes. And yeah, I love Yoga with Adrian. Cassandra's really good
Yeah.
too. So highly
Mm-hmm.
recommend them. And the app Down Dog as well, I would recommend.
Down dog. Okay.
Yes, it's a good
I'm
app.
gonna look it
Then you
up.
get a free trial, I think,
Okay.
for I think a month. So
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, no, Vanessa, she's really into yoga as well, and I watch her like, oh, I want to do it, but I don't think I could do it because
it's
just
10
holding the
minutes,
position.
10-minute
I
classes.
know,
You
I
can
know. I really want to try it, so this is exciting for me. This is
yes,
something I
she
want to put into my routine. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for beginner, I really recommend yoga with Adrienne. Cassandra can kind of do like a little bit more intermediate and maybe not actually put it on the video in the description. So I've definitely done a
Okay.
class with her at the very beginning a couple of years back in my journey, and I was like, I can't do this. This is insane. Nobody could do this.
All
And then
right.
I found out it was like an intermediate advanced video. So
Oh,
definitely beginner, start out with Adrienne or somebody like that, or just
okay.
check for beginner videos.
Oh, awesome, amazing. And once this whole pandemic thing is over with, the pandemic, are you looking forward to the live classes, like in
Yes.
person type of classes? Yeah.
Yes, for
I
sure.
think it must have another energy to it as well, right?
Yeah, I actually have taken yoga classes in Chile a couple times with various teachers, although I was actually thinking today, I think all of them have left, unfortunately, but I've
Oh,
always had
wow. Yeah.
really great experiences at in-class ones in Chile, and that's kind of what I would like to create for people maybe who would like to go. I also love working with kind of essential oils and had really good experiences with people with that in the past. So definitely looking
And
forward
how do you
to doing that.
incorporate that? How does that incorporate with the yoga, the essential oils?
I like having like a little washcloth. You can do a diffuser, but some people don't like certain scents or they have allergies, so I wouldn't tend to do it in a class. But having like a little wet, small towel, warm towel, and you
Mm-hmm.
drop a few drops of whatever scent you'd like. I like to use lavender because I do more relaxing classes. You can just kind of gently put it over your eyes at the very end in Savasana. Super, super relaxing.
Oh, nice. That's another good tip right there.
Yeah. Throwing extra tips
Yeah.
here.
Perfect. Perfect. So we're very excited because we're going to be doing a workshop soon on chakras, which will be the next Saturday, the 29th, from
Yes.
11 to 1. We're going to be introducing the first three chakras, which is the root, right?
Hmm.
The sacral and the solar plexus. So
Yes.
that's located at the base of the spine, right below the navel, and then the one right in your diaphragm, right above the navel. And Kate, explain a little bit, how does yoga and chakras work together? Like how do they integrate with one
Yes.
another? Because then you're
So
going to be doing your chakra series as well, so that's interesting to hear a little bit about that.
yeah, absolutely. So, what yoga does, it actually gets your body into shapes that allow the either balancing, the opening, the activating, whichever kind of your chakra needs. But it allows
Hmm.
your body to actually facilitate the flow of this energy. So, an example would be with the root chakra, with the heart chakra, actually, it's an easier one to explain.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah,
if we get into, if your heart chakra is blocked, maybe you come to class, you're feeling really disconnected, you're feeling really self loathing, anything like that.
yeah.
You
Hmm.
come into class, we do a series of poses that really, like, they bring your shoulders back, they open up your
Hmm.
chest. You're going to
Yeah,
actually literally allow that pathway of energy to open up and to flow better. So, you're actually facilitating the flow of energy within your body in each asana
that's
through
lovely. That's
yoga pose.
perfect. Yeah. Um, some people might not know what a chakra is. Basically, how I see it is there's seven energy points in our body. I like to imagine them as spheres, size of a golf ball,
Yep.
and each one has a different characteristic, governs over different emotions, different organs in the body, and once we're aware of them and we can connect with them, with yoga,
Mhm.
meditation, there's so many ways. There's crystals and gems. There's aroma. There's foods. There's nutrition that you can connect with. That which is what we're going to be explaining in the workshop. It's a lot of information. That's why we're going to do it in 2 days.
Exactly.
The first workshop is on those three, and we have Caitlin, who's our naturopath, who's going to be discussing
Super excited.
um, yeah, I like that because she is going to introduce foods and what it does to the bodies, like how do you know when it's blocked and stuff like that. No, it's going to be really, really good,
Mhm.
a really interesting workshop. We're very excited. So, any questions or if you want to sign up, please do so. You can send us a message through Instagram or on our website. All the information is in the link up above. um, what else? If they want to get in contact with you or sign up or
Yep.
wait to be on your waiting list for when you start up with your yoga classes,
Yes.
Kate dot No, Kate
Yoga
with
with dot Kate.
yoga
The
with
yoga with Kate
dot
was
Kate.
taken. But
Okay.
yes, Yoga with Kate on
Yeah.
Facebook, or and the events are already up for the first couple classes, so you can actually already register if you'd like for the
Awesome.
actual classes. But the workshop, also feel free to contact me, but well within as well.
Excellent. Now, we also want to get to know Kate the person, so I have some
Yes.
really cool 5 questions that I'd like to ask you.
Yes, of
Do
course.
you have any pets? I think we answered that one. I heard something
Yes.
around there.
Yes, they made themselves known as they always do. I do. I have two
Oh,
dogs, Timo and Pepper, and I actually wanted to take a second to plug. Pepper is a rescue that we got here in Chile 3 years
um,
ago. It's been so
really?
rewarding. So if you guys are anybody is thinking about getting a dog, rescuing one from Chile, totally worth it. Just wanted to put my little like
Um,
save the animals plug into this.
yes, definitely, definitely. And how long have you had? Well, you had, okay, so you had Peppa for how long?
She's
3?
3 years, 3 years, going on 4 years
Okay.
this December. And then
Oh,
Timo
wow.
is 7. So I've had him, and he came from the US with me, actually.
Oh, he's an American.
He's an
Do they
American boy.
understand each other?
They do understand each other. Actually, Pepper probably speaks
So cute.
exclusively English at this point. She probably doesn't remember Spanish from when she was a
Too
puppy.
cute. So cute. So cute. Oh, Caitlin says rescue dogs are the best.
They
Yes, they
are.
are. So please, you guys out there, you guys are interested in getting a dog or a cat, rescue one that's in need, definitely.
For sure. So rewarding.
Yes. Now I want to ask you a serious question. Food.
All right.
This is
Yes.
serious.
It's always serious with
Sweet
food.
or salty? What's your like go-to? I'm having one of those days and I need something like, what would it be?
I would say salty. This one was tough, I would say, but
Hmm.
salty because as I've gotten older, and I remember my parents saying this to me when I was little, they'd be like, "You're not going to have
Yeah.
as much of a sweet tooth when you get older." And I was like, "That's impossible. I can eat like 40 Oreos." It's true though. I really kind of lost my sweet tooth, and it's such a shame,
Uh-huh.
but it is what it is. So now I would
And what would
say
the meal be?
the meal, I would say anything Indian or Thai, anything, whatever
Oh,
it is,
nice.
I love it.
You into spicy?
I love spicy. Super, super big
Yeah.
fan. Here I'm always just like, whenever I'm ordering something, I'm like spicy. And I mean
Uh-huh.
spicy. Like, look me in the eyes. I'm not afraid. Bring the
Oh,
spice.
wow. Good for you. Okay. Most amazing place you've ever seen and why? What would that be?
Hmm. I would have to say probably Machu Picchu. I went there,
Oh,
it feels
wow.
like forever ago, but I think it was just last year. Time is,
Mm.
a little
No,
wacky
no,
right
it's
now.
been a year time. Yeah.
I went there last year
Uh,
and I just remember that feeling, and it's kind of surreal, and you're looking at all this like just
history.
amazing thing. And yeah, and maybe you're a little lightheaded from the high altitude and it's extra amazing,
Mm.
but I just know it was really beautiful and I would love to go back anytime.
Awesome. Amazing. I would love to visit that. Haven't yet.
Highly
Um,
recommended.
I, yeah, I would love to. Astrological sign. What are you?
I am a Gemini, although, fun fact,
Gemini.
I actually thought I was a
Mm.
Taurus for 27 years of my life
Nice.
because I was
Yeah.
born on the 20th, but right almost at midnight. And when I did my birth chart last year, I found out
Oh,
that
okay.
I'm actually a Gemini by birth chart. So it's very interesting. I
Oh, that
have
is
existed in one identity
interesting.
for so long. Now I'm a Gemini.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So it's like, were you living as a Gemini before, or were you like trying to live up to?
I felt really like close to Gemini. My parents were always, but my
Um,
mom was always like, "Well, you're on the cusp." So of course you have some Gemini traits, and then yeah, I
yeah.
finally did it, and I was like, "Nope, I'm definitely Gemini with a little bit of Taurus."
So cool. That's interesting. And okay, so you guys are still in phase one in Viña.
Yes, we are.
Let's say we're out of all of our phases. Things are okay.
Okay.
What do you want to do? Like, what's the ideal place to go or do? What are you thinking?
I would say what I've been looking forward to and what I know I'm gonna do. The first thing I'm gonna do is go to a restaurant. I am so
Hmm.
excited. I have two options in my head, depending on which meal
Okay.
I'm going for. Lunch, we have
Yeah.
this really cool vegan place. I'll plug them as well. Nusa Bowls, if you're ever in Viña del Mar. It's amazing. It's so good. My husband loves meat and he will eat their stuff. It's like amazing. But I'll go and
Oh.
eat that burrito that I get there, the vegan one, on the beach. And that's kind
Mhm.
of my main goal. And then if it's dinner, there's a pasta place that makes fresh pastas nearby. So definitely excited about
Oh,
that.
nice. Nice. Have you been able to, well, I guess when you guys are in the permiso stage, like to go out and get stuff.
Hmm.
Are you close to the beach? Are you near the beach at all? Do you
Yeah,
see the beach?
we're really close to the beach, but I think it makes it worse
Oh,
because it's just out
oh
of,
no.
yeah, it's just out of reach. And I can't think of a single good reason to have to
Mm.
walk by it. Like, I'm always like, well, I
Uh-huh.
could say I'm going to a further away grocery store, but the fact is, I live across the street from the grocery store. So
Okay.
there's no
Yeah.
excuse. But I'm so excited to go back. I took a shell the last day
Yeah.
before quarantine. I'm going to bring it back as soon as it's over. Just
Oh,
kind of
that's
like
so
circle it.
cool. Yeah. But can you hear the waves?
I think you can hear it sometimes. Whenever I'm
Yeah.
outside, I occasionally can hear it.
So cool. And the fresh air. No, it's a
Yes,
different air over there. Just
it
very
is. It
cool. Very
is.
cool. Yeah, soon enough. We'll be out there. There you
Can't
go.
wait.
Right? Yeah, we
Yes,
just gotta have patience. I think that's a big learning thing with everything that's been going on is patience, you know,
for sure.
honing in on yourself, working on yourself. Those who have been able to, that's been a healing thing for me is, the meditations and stuff like that. So that's been lovely.
For sure. I
And
definitely think so.
yeah, right?
Sorry about that.
That's okay. No worries. No worries. He wants to let himself know. He's got aspirations as well. But that's been great. That's been awesome. Once again, I invite everybody to, if you have any questions, go right ahead. Information that you need or looking about yoga with Kate
Yoga with Kate.
or well within, and we'll, give you the information right away. Sign up for our workshop. It's going to be really interesting, really exciting. So we're looking forward to seeing you guys there. And Esther, we'll be in touch then, and keep out
Yes,
for uh, yoga lessons that she's going to be offering soon, and sign up for those as well.
absolutely. I can put it in the comments somewhere. If you just send me a message,
Perfect.
happy to share the links.
Excellent. 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 I'm sure there's going to be people out there signing up soon. I know I am. I
Yes, I
am.
can't wait
That's
to see
one of the
everybody
things
there.
I had.
Can't wait to see you
Yes.
there.
Um, Let me see here. Just want to say thank you to everybody that's online. And if you have any questions, hit us up and we'll be in touch. So thank you, Kate. Thank you for this
Oh,
conversation with
thank
us.
you. Thank you so much for
And for those
taking the
5
time.
wonderful tips, we'll be putting that into play.
Yes, awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much. And thank you, everybody who's watching. I really appreciate
Yes,
the support.
definitely.
Have a great
Thank you,
night.
guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And that was our lovely Kate. So, you guys, sign on up. We're waiting for you. Any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And have a really good weekend. Enjoy your Saturday. It's so lovely. I hope tomorrow is just as nice. And we'll see you at the workshop, guys. Take care. Bye bye.